Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to take a look at a game called TwinBee. And this was created by Konami in 1985. It was the first game on Konami's Bubble hardware, which had a cute little theme music playing while you were waiting for the game to boot up. And this game involves bells. And the bells appear from behind these clouds when you shoot them. And you keep shooting the bells to get power-ups. And when you shoot it enough to turn it silver, it gives you a double shot. Shoot enough to turn it blue, and you get a speed up. And shoot enough to turn it red, and you get a shield. And that NES game Stinger is part of the TwinBee series. It was actually originally called Moero TwinBee Cinnamon Hakase wo Sukue. That's the North American version of TwinBee. And there's the cutesy musical theme playing during the boot up. This was the first game to use the Konami Bubble hardware. Another one was the original Gradius. But this is a cutesy little vertically scrolling shooter. This was suggested by YouTube user KOFreaks1, I believe. And you can play two-player simultaneous. You can increase your firepower by touching each other, first and second player. But when you shoot certain clouds, a bell will appear, and it'll be yellow. If you touch the yellow bell, you'll get 500 points. If you pick up consecutive yellow bells without letting them get by you, you will get higher point values, up to 10,000 points, as long as you don't let any bells get by you. But you can increase the shot power of your double shot and have a three-way shot. You can increase the get consecutive blue bells and get faster speed. And you can, I don't know if you can increase the potency of your shield with consecutive red bells, but you have to shoot it a lot to get another red bell. And meanwhile, you're getting shot at, so it's probably not a good idea. See, they're joined, and you get better firepower. But you can also bomb ground targets. There's a bomb button, and you have a left and right hand on your ship. If you get struck by an enemy or their fire on your left or right, you will lose an arm, depending on which side you were shot. If you lose both arms, then you can't drop bombs anymore. There is a green bell, and that actually also acts as decoy ships. Shoot the bells enough to make them green, and collect the green bell, and you get extra ships that trail behind you, and that's super helpful. You want to do that as soon as possible. But if you lose both arms from enemy shots on your left and right, a shot down the middle will kill you. Then you can't drop any more bombs. But you will get an ambulance. It's this little black ambulance that appears in the sky. Very silly. But if you can touch it, then you'll get your arms back, which is kind of nice. There will be boss battles at the end of each level. After, I think, maybe 6 levels or so, the levels kind of repeat. There's no ending to the game. See, your decoys can act as extra arms too for tossing bombs. Here is the first boss. You can score some nice points if you keep grabbing those yellow bells without any getting by you. As long as you get those decoy ships from the green bells, then and the double shot from the gray bell, you can start out pretty nice on this game. you will get extra points for shooting some of the formations and not letting any enemies get by you. For the most part, the targets that you bomb, they just yield fruits, and they don't give you that many points. But sometimes there'll be a flashing star, and that will act as a smart bomb and blow all the enemies on screen up. Very nice. It's tough to show patience with juggling a bell in the air when you're getting fired at by the enemy. And it's tough to keep collect a colored bell without accidentally shooting it again. You pick up right where you left off if you get shot. There, I got my double shot back. I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl today. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted Carolina to win, and they really didn't. Not a good game for quarterbacks. Both quarterbacks faced a lot of pressure. And there's that ambulance I was talking about. Lose your arms and you can get that ambulance. Oh, there's another flashing star. This game's kind of cute. It was massively popular in its native Japan and spawned a lot of sequels. And it even spawned a couple anime series. A number of the later sequels, found their way into like American home consoles, like Saturn and maybe PlayStation. Whoops. Just die already, thank you. I'll go to stage 3. But there was several sequels to this, and this was the first one, and it introduced the bell shooting power-up system that I think was also in the Parodius games. It's a cutesy game. I kind of like it. But I think this was only seen in Japan. I think this was Japan only. Yep, there I got the ambulance and I get my bomb arms back. As long as you at least have one arm, you can still throw bombs. I can't get the bonus for shooting all the enemies in the formation here. Oops. Oh, that's my game. We'll look at the shield power up a little bit later. You get to put in 4 initials here, I believe, instead of just 3. But that was TwinBee by Konami in 1985. I believe Japan only. It's a cutesy, kind of fun game. But yeah, one of the TwinBee sequels was renamed Stinger for the American Nintendo game. I haven't played that one, but it's got bell power-ups in it too. I think it's horizontally scrolling shooter, not vertically like in this game. We'll look at the opening of the anime series. There were 2 anime movies and an anime series of TwinBee. And the bee that they're talking about is the ship. It's shaped like a bee, and it's piloted by humans. There's a... Yeah, we'll look at it a little bit later. And then here's a later level where you fly over all these volcanoes. And it really gets pretty difficult. Some of the bosses shoot like constantly. It's really hard to avoid getting shot. And there'll be some little weird swirling cloud things, or are those typhoons, or what the heck are they? those little birds that poke their head out of the ground, they're targets too. You can bomb them. There's the boss coming up. But yeah, this game has no ending. It just kind of repeats itself. I put on invincibility cheats so you could see me beat it. That was the third boss you saw me destroy. A little bit later we'll look at some of the other bosses being destroyed. Yeah, this game's kind of cute. That is a three-way shot that I'm shooting. And you get that from beating or collecting a couple or maybe more of gray bells. Again, the yellow bell is just for points. Shooting it enough to turn it silver, that's a double shot, and then later a three-way shot. And then the blue is speed up, and you just keep getting faster the more you collect the blue. And then these are the later areas and later bosses. Still got invincibility cheat on here just so you can see me beating it. And the red bell will give you a shield, temporary shield. It'll eventually go away. And then the green bell will give you decoy ships that also shoot when you shoot. They trail around behind you when you move around. And there's later terrain, and then another boss. See, look at all the shots, jeez. It's reminiscent of the manic shooters from the 90s and onward. Yeah, I think the stages kind of repeat themselves after like maybe 8 stages. But yeah, it's a cute game, but it was never seen in America, the original one. But later on, there were spin-offs and sequels that were seen for U.S. platforms, like the Saturn, Sega Saturn, or PlayStation, or something like that. And there were 2 anime movies of TwinBee and an anime OVA series. Original video animation, I believe, is what OVA stands for. And there's another boss there. Kind of like an earlier boss I faced. There's the red bell, and that gives you the limited shield. And all of a sudden you get surrounded by all these enemies that test you while you have the shield. But that's the other power-up. Now, here's what it looks like when you join. You get a nice big shot when you're playing 2 players simultaneous. And I think you push the other player against the edge to make them let go of you, so you're separate. Yeah. And then if you touch them from underneath or above, you just nudge into them and you get a scatter shot, which is kind of cool. Here's the opening of the anime, the OVA. Yeah, the male pilot of TwinBee, his name is what is his name? Light. And then the girl who pilots player 2, it's called WinBee. Her name is Pastel. And then eventually in the series they got a third player, I think, and its name is GwinBee. and its pilot's name is Mint. There's also an evil professor and a good professor, and other characters in the series. And a cutesy J-pop type of song. But that was TwinBee by Konami in 1985, Japan only. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching TwinBee by Konami in 1985. And I will catch you later in the future with another video. See you then, folks. Hope you had a good Super Bowl. Bye-bye.